Hey guys, welcome back to the CulePodcast. Welcome back to another Watchalong. Rayo Vallecano versus Barcelona, the third match day of the new La Liga season. Another away test for Barcelona with the camp now going through the renovations, with Barcelona hurrying up and speeding up the process in order to return to our home stadium. Barcelona, they're playing as many home games as possible in this start of the season. We're going to be having another tough game ahead of us. Looking at the lineup for tonight's match, guys, Hansi Flick, he opted with a very strong 11, as usual. He started Joan Garcia in goal, Balde, Andres Christensen, Jules Koundé, and Eric Garcia. This is super interesting. I want to see how this back line performs and how they mesh together, because I don't know if Jules Koundé is going to be playing in that center back spot or if it's going to be Eric Garcia. I know for sure it's going to be Andres Christensen playing at the left center back spot, but I was not expecting this defensive change. I was expecting, maybe Kouarsi to start, maybe Christensen to come back, and Jules Koundé to replace Eric. But for this, crazy change, I was not expecting it. But we did talk about it in one of the videos that, Hansi Flick, he was looking to change the defensive lineup as things were not very. Hansi Flick really didn't like it. He wanted to change things in the midfield. Frankie de Jong back in the lineup. Pedri up top. Rafinha, Dani Olmo, Lamine Yamal, and Ferran Marcus Rashford on the bench. Szczesny as well, alongside Gerard Martin, also on the bench. You can see right here, Pau Cuarsi and Ron Raujo, both on the bench as well. The only three players who are out is Ter Stegen, Gavi, Marc Bernal, and Danny Rodriguez. Very exciting. And the game is about to start very soon. Move that right here, but it's going to be a fun game. What's up, NJ? It's good Kouarsi is resting so he doesn't get overwhelmed. I think a potential rotation for Kouarsi isn't the worst idea. If the stats and the data is mentioning how Pau Cuarsi already needs some rotation, then I'm all for it. You want to have your best players be at 100% at all times. Put that right there. All right, let me bring in the audio. Wavelength. There we go.
Today, Inigo Perez trying to come up with a scheme to trouble this back line, which does show several changes, particularly at centre back.
Well, ESPN, they've put Jules Koundé out on the right as the right back. I would much rather have Jules Koundé play as the center back and have Eric Garcia play outright. I liked how Full Mob had it before.
To make sure that they situate themselves properly, because they know at times they're going to have to defend one-on-one higher up the pitch and give space in behind. So it'll be interesting to see how that works on these small confines, because Rayo loves to kind of trick teams into overplaying and then losing possession and hitting them quickly on the break. And we'll see if they're able to exploit that space in behind Barcelona.
4 changes overall for Hansi Flick from the team that just edged out Levante last week after going 2-0 down. Dani Olmo also restored to the starting lineup tonight as Frankie de Jong comes back into the picture. He was missing last week after attending the birth of his son. A lot of eyes on Deco and his staff as well, given the transfer rumours swirling, particularly around Fermin Lopez. Will he or won't he? We'll find out.
Wait, what's the referee explaining to the coaches right here?
24 hours or so. Hansi Flick can't wait for the end of the transfer window, Casey.
Well, and knowing which players will be registered, and then just that security of kind of knowing his squad with all the financial trials and tribulations that Barcelona has gone through over the last couple seasons, and not knowing which players are going to be available, for the manager.
Okay.
Flick saying, I'll be very
Deportivo
happy.
Alavés and Atletico Madrid
Transfer market
drew?
ends, it's crazy.
Oh my
I don't
god, this is a
know what will
horrendous
happen.
start for
So
Atletico Madrid.
is
Atletico.
a man who
They're
has,
16th. They've scored
question,
3 goals
does
and
his heart
conceded
still belong in
4
Barcelona? He says
in
it
3
does.
games? Wow. They've just
He's
signed
not going
Nico
anywhere.
Gonzalez as well
Lamine
from
Yamal,
what? From
with
Juve?
3 goal contributions this season. Led the league
Loss
on
against
the
Espanyol
weekends.
opening game, then 2 draws against Elche and Deportivo Alavés. That Villarreal game is a must win. Oh my god, and then they're going to be playing against Liverpool on the 17th. Oof. Oof, oof, oof.
The atmosphere still seemed
All right.
pretty good, pretty noisy, pretty electric, and a roar greets the start of play with Barcelona heading away to our left.
All right.
in this first half
What's up,
of play.
Sampana? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you.
3 wins out of 3.
I don't like Eric Garcia. I would much rather prefer to have just Koundé in the center back spot.
Lopez. Trying to squeeze it through.
Nice.
Juan Garcia.
The ref is telling Flick that Barca fans are about to get stressed.
Yeah, I don't think
Atleti started
Rayo's gonna
slow as well
hesitate
last
if they
year.
see an
I expect
opportunity
somehow
to
we'll
put
get a
the ball
run.
in behind.
You expect so. They
will.
did,
And-
looking at the
and then
quality
how
they
much
have and the
are
reinforcements and
Barcelona
signings
able
that they
to
made.
break that initial pressure, because I think that will be one of the issues. If Barcelona are in possession, able to get out of from the back, that'll force Rayo to maybe abandon a little bit of the press higher up and then drop into a good defensive situation. So they'll test Barcelona early to see where they are and how they're able to combine out of their own.
Eric needs some
third.
reps in the
And
center
if they're
back.
having trouble
Okay.
on this small confined pitch.
No, that
Rayo
makes
will look to
sense.
press 'em high.
That makes sense. I'm not saying that I don't like. No, that's miles offside. No, yeah, it's not that I don't like Eric Garcia in the center back spot. It's just I much prefer Jules Koundé there. If you're giving me the option of Eric Garcia right back, Jules Koundé, you know. But I'm fine with this lineup as well. The pitch is awful, guys. The pitch is awful.
Europa Conference League. And the party ran deep into the night on Thursday night. Qualification had been
It looks
secured.
horrendous. None of the free streaming websites working.
Back in European competition since between the posts, Casey. 2000,
Yeah, man.
UEFA Cup.
Dude, it's a hassle.
Yeah, we had a great run, lost in the quarterfinals, and really kind of was a surprise situation for the club. We got in through FIFA Fair Play and had an interesting qualifying round against the Andorran champions.
I go through that stress whenever we have to play the preseason
Or
friendlies.
something like that. But
Thankfully, Barcelona, they
then we
streamed
showed
it for
the
free
worth
in
and took some good scouts.
Oh, that's
in the
miles off.
competition.
for this preseason, because if not, I just wouldn't have watched it. You know, I'm not paying like $40 to watch like 3 games.
Competition and trying to build on their start to the season. Rayo that has seen them also play 2 away games. This is their home opener. They played in Girona, won 3-1 on opening day, and then went to Bilbao and lost by the solitary goal.
Look at the state of that pitch. Wow.
Yeah, I think what's
Imagine paying. Yeah, exactly.
for Leonel Perez is that
For like a
they've
friendly.
had a pretty stable lineup over the last couple years. There's been a couple little.
Look at how the
changes
ball is
here and there,
bouncing.
but a good solid squad that has represented the club.
Nice,
very
Danny.
well.
Lamine.
Danny Olmo, nicely done to Lamine Yamal. And, well, the time
Good
there,
shot, Lamine.
a
Good
couple of
shot.
attempts at it to hold on.
What's up, Thomas? Good to see you. 3-0 Barca. Hope for no injuries. With the state of this pitch,
Lamine Yamal
I
coming in
pray.
on his left foot, and you know what's coming, and he hits it straight at Batalla and with a lot of pace. Batalla does a great job just to knock it down enough to then collect at the second attempt. But this is how quickly in Vallecas with the small pitch you can go from one end to the other and create opportunities after you're still in the replay from the opportunity at the other end.
Yeah, blink and you miss it. De Frutos was suddenly away after this moment.
Good shot from Lamine.
I'm very happy to see after the quick response that it was right down in between his legs and could pick up and not allow a rebound. And there's that press I was talking about, but how quickly, if it breaks down.
Yeah, the pitch is so small.
If they're able to beat that pressure, then like you said, Rayo will have to drop back.
Even see that, yeah,
in
1000%.
Position, but until Barcelona
1000%.
break that press, they're going to get harassed. Once again, giving up possession.
That was a bad pass.
Up the pitch.
Yeah, and then De Frutos returning the favour with a heavy touch. On this centre-back pairing as Hansi Flick tries to find.
I really do think that Hansi Flick is going to be experimenting with the back line in the next upcoming weeks. Oh, just Koundé's into space right here. Oh, good try. He slips. I really do think that Hansi Flick is going to be experimenting with the back line in these next upcoming weeks. Just seeing which partnership works. Pau Guarci with Christensen, Araujo Guarci,
I think it's a tough draw.
Eric Garcia in there at right back. Who knows?
To not show up and protest when you've got Barcelona in town.
Because the departure of Nico Martinez just really. You already see how it's affecting the team. That's why you can't put LaLiga compared to the Premier and the Serie A, because the games go around the quality of the teams. You have teams like Brighton, Bournemouth, West Ham paying 60, 70 million for some players. Newcastle, you know, they're a European team. They just paid for 85 million, I think, for what the striker from the Bundesliga. Oh, Rafinha. Rafinha.
A shot across the bows from Rafinha. Ferran Torres was asking for the ball.
Give the pass.
You know, and like I said, it works both ways. You know, it's a poor pass back, but a little cutback. If Rafinha had just been able to see that run had come behind and there was no covering player coming from the right-hand side.
A back heel would have been ideal right there, man.
But would have been difficult in the flow for Rafinha to actually recognize that there was a run coming behind him with nobody marking.
Hansi Flick sticking with.
I wonder if Ferran like screamed here.
Lewandowski's fitness and availability. Lewandowski came off the bench last week. Ferran Torres has been in great form to start the season. Scored in both league games so far. Including an absolute beauty.
Because every team in the Prem gets equal pay because of the TV rights, while LaLiga is based on the stature of your club. No, 1000%. Like the structure on how the teams get paid, but just to give like an idea of like the money that's going into the Premier League, just getting into the Premier League gives you such a huge monetary boost that they're allowed to compete with even the heavyweights of La Liga, you know?
Yeah. As has Pedri, he works it across to Balde.
And that's not a problem of Barcelona or Real Madrid. No, that's La Liga's issue. You have to make sure that you stay competitive as a league and don't allow the Premier League to just roll you over. You have to think of it as a business. From a league's perspective, it's a business. You want to make sure that the product is entertaining, in demand. That comes from having fantastic players in your league, making sure the stadiums are up to par. The pitch, it doesn't look like this, you know. These are 2 games in a row, both Levante and Rayo, where the pitch is just awful.
Isn't necessarily that true kind of number 9 who just is going to stay in the confines of the 18. I think it really will be situations where.
And I know that Barcelona, they've been having registration issues, but it's not only Barcelona. Multiple teams in the Premier League in La Liga have been going through the same thing.
And 3 goals there, you know, that's all really Rayo can ask for.
Well, again, signs you're not at one of the Bernabeus or the new camps of the world where there's a delay for plastic chair removal, Casey, which seems to be the case.
Not like I said, you're so close to the fans, you're so close to the pitch, and clearly the squad of Barcelona had kind of oozed out of the actual confined areas and had people in chairs that were probably blocking views of the fans down by the pitch side, and we're like, hey, we paid money for these seats. We want to see we want to see the back of your head.
Since Rayo Vallecano returned to the top flight,
Nice, Joan.
Garcia.
Real Madrid 3 for 3 after their win. Who was it? Mallorca 2-1. Next game against Real Sociedad. Okay.
2021, they've been in the top flight ever since. This is their fifth consecutive year back, and there's been 9 games between these two teams in those 5 seasons. It's 3 wins apiece and 3 draws, so that's a sign of how Barcelona have struggled. They did win here
Athletic Club also flawless in their opening start of La Liga. Villarreal, they have a draw.
18 months to 2 years as opposed to when Rayo first came back up. But like you said, it's not going to be comfortable.
Wow, what a horrendous start.
Crazy things can happen. Obviously, this Barcelona side has enough talent to blow this thing out, but so far it's been very competitive.
Isi was the target there as Javaria got down the left-hand line, was able to measure across. An important defensive clearance with Palazon lurking.
Yeah, you see just staying in that high position and then re-establishing himself onside for the cross, but it wasn't a
great job from Eric Garcia tracking back.
It was good positioning from Eric Garcia, who needed to kind of drop back into that space and got the positioning perfect.
Yeah, Isi, as you said, Casey, was just hanging out 10 yards beyond the defensive line as that play unfolded.
So the fourth official's been the busiest so far to start this match, getting everything organized on that sideline.
Corner kick for Rayo. The away was from Ferran Torres. And they'll sweep it back to Batalla. Augusto Batalla, the Argentine keeper.
Oh, what a pass from Isi.
Resulted in a chance.
Oh, Juan.
Oh, to the rescue. Point blank range.
Oh my. Oh, Rayo Vallecano almost scored right there.
For Rayo, and Juan Garcia paying back some of that transfer fee.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, arms up for offside, and then there's no offside there, and he's behind the ball. So
what a save!
Fantastic save coming across.
What a save from Juan.
He gets the reward for it with the fantastic save. But that's, again, Adrian, we talked about how quickly on this small pitch confines, if you see space in behind, it's off to the races.
Rayo, the right back, who was denied. Garcia under duress again, got enough on it to clear the danger for now. Barcelona defense under the cosh early here.
Yeah, doesn't really get much on it, but hits his own men as opposed to a Rayo player. But goes out for a throw, and then Rayo continue to put a little pressure on this Barcelona side.
Chavaria finding Pathé Cis, Senegalese midfielder. They have to backpedal for now to try and find a way forward.
Look at his save.
Good pressure.
Right here. From Juan.
These are going to be the moments for me.
If Juan doesn't make that, we're 1-0 down.
Are they able to
a different angle
possession for a little while, and out of that possession?
That's a huge save from Joan Garcia.
On Rayo. If Rayo continue to win the balls in these
nice, Pedri. Oh, Pedri.
It could be a long day for Barcelona, or an embarrassing day.
Balde was just trying to thread that through now in the space that he's vacated. Rayo is hurtling forward. Enough defensive cover there for the Blaugrana this time. An ambitious ball around the back from Rafinha. Quickly gobbled up
So far, best chance of the game has fallen to Rayo.
De Frutos, the target. And you mentioned it, Casey. It is interesting. He's playing on the right-hand side. Still the biggest ever signing for Rayo Vallecano. A man who cost him $8.8 million a couple of summers ago.
Yeah, Rayo really benefits in the transfer market with players who
Nice, Danny.
Played for either Atletico
Pass it to Frankie.
or
Pass it to Frankie.
Real, or maybe are from
Frankie
the
was so
capital
free.
and have an opportunity to come back to the capital and play in the top flight, or be at least at a club that if they are down has an opportunity to come up and, as you mentioned, have a good run back in the top flight. And it's been a huge benefit. And I think if the club can kind of sort out these issues with the fans, it's a fantastic place to come and play. Even as a young player looking to establish.
Have we had a shot on target?
Or as maybe an established player who says, you know what, it's pretty fun living in Madrid and being.
It was only the Lamine Yamal chance, but that was at the start of the game.
Everybody kind of has a soft spot for you. When you go walk around Madrid as a Rayo player, it's like, oh, I'm a Real fan or I'm an Atletico fan, but yeah, I love to see what you guys are doing and kind of just being this little disruptor.
So far, only one shot on target.
Like I said, if you could get some of this drama out of the equation.
Pass it, Pedri. Nice.
It is such a cool place.
Yeah. Pedri.
They're just going down the overlap.
Through midfield territory, Lamine Yamal looking to get it on the left foot. Pedri back outside.
No.
Cohesive Barcelona build-up, of which there haven't been too many yet. Dani Olmo.
Oh, it's a corner.
Is the man trying to get on the end of it.
Yeah, after Lamine, no shots.
Dani Olmo, who scored the winner here last year. And what was actually his first game he played for Barcelona. You might remember a year ago. There were all sorts of registration problems that those gentlemen were having to deal with.
What a pass from Isi. He's such a quality player.
On match day 3. A trip they repeat a year on.
That was massive from Joan, man.
That save looks even better, doesn't it, upon closer inspection?
It was fantastic save. As a goalkeeper, and that ball gets crossed, and you just come over and you're just trying to take up as much space as you can.
2 years ago, Rayo played real dirty,
and, it was really good goal.
And the ref never blew the whistle. I think we lost the game 2 years ago.
Certainly no signs of any Thursday night hangover so far from Rayo Vallecano. There was some fears, perhaps, that effort in the Europa Conference League.
Oh my! Oh, nice, Juan. So far, Barcelona's best player has been Joan Garcia, guys.
Yeah, I think that was twofold.
He's been impeccable every single time when he's being called off his line.
And then also, they were able to, make enough changes that you weren't having a majority of the guys having to play, 90s in quick succession this early in the season. So that's, like I said, Rayo looks completely up for this match. There doesn't seem to be any hangover whatsoever.
Well, Pep Chavaria has stayed down after this coming together with Yamal.
Yeah, I see nothing there other than a little foul.
That's nothing, man.
Could have stepped on his heel a little bit. Caught him in the back.
Hope you enjoyed our bicycle diaries. In the
At this rate, Joan Garcia might have more saves this season than the rest than he had last season under Espanyol.
Wouldn't look out of place at all in the Brazil national team. He'll be back with Spain.
I'm pretty sure there's a stat for that.
An international break, of course. Spain will start their World Cup qualifying campaign.
This
Assume that Spain would be one of the favorites.
And does it have how many saves he's made so far? Saves 5.
I have to imagine so. Have to
No, but I
imagine
want-
they'll be,
Goals conceded
up there.
2.
comes to USA and Mexico and Canada next summer.
All right, so 5 saves so far. How about last season?
Weaves his way through. He got a goal last
142
night.
saves. 74% shot
About 5.
save percentage.
White and red shirts in front of him. That was
Oh my
enough.
God, Eric Garcia's getting cooked out here.
Useful run from De Frutos. 3 attackers forward, and they'd forgotten about Isi momentarily. Isi Palazon going for the jackpot.
Offside.
Always rising.
Hey guys, Rayo, they're looking good right now.
Yeah, not surprising again. See how clogged it is. The ball can't
Look at how
create
fast
the space.
Rayo Vallecano break
How
through.
quickly It's just back down in the Palazon probably
Hansi Flick, he
in
spoke about
offside
this in
position
the
when
press
pass came,
conference.
so
And so did the Rayo manager.
it's one nice thing that Rayo has here, knowing
He mentioned how
even if they are in a situation where maybe they're at 30%.
Rayo Vallecano, they want to play the way that
35%
Barcelona play.
possession against the
Presses
zone.
high, plays
They always
plays
know
aggressive,
that
plays with the
with
ball.
one breakdown and one quick counter, they can get themselves into the lead or back into a match that quickly.
The speed of transition, Casey, is really exceptional, isn't it? That's a
Oh, what a
great
pass to
ball out the
Ferran.
back now is Barcelona.
Ah,
Try and get on the front foot.
oh, and Ferran's offside as well. No.
Torres' pullback was cleared. It's a great vision from Koundé to play it into his path.
Yeah, just
That was a great pass from Eric
did he run
Garcia.
that little bit too
As well.
quickly, or the pass came that little bit too late.
Yeah. Past the 20-minute mark here at Vallecas. Glad you could be with us, Adrian Healy and Casey Keller. Still 0-0, but plenty of attacking intent from both teams. The home team, Rayo Vallecano, as always, well and truly up for the visit. One of the big boys. They've had their moments not just against Barcelona, but also at Real Madrid and Atletico in recent seasons. And this is a team that matched their highest ever finish in La Liga last season by finishing 8th.
Anything new about Fermin? Well,
almost like
the
Rayo
news in regards to
Vallecano
Fermin is that Chelsea, they have put in the offer for him.
Great
The
spell,
40
put
million euros
themselves
offer
up
plus
in
I believe some
European
add-ons.
positions and then
But
just
Barcelona, they
weren't
haven't
able to
accepted
finish
that.
it off. And it was great that last year they and obviously with the expanded
Barcelona, they're not looking to
European
sell, and they put the
tournaments,
price tag of
getting into that 8th position and,
of 80 to 90 million.
qualifying to get into the conference.
Barcelona earlier this week learned who their Champions League opponents would be. That, of course, was the big regret from last year, the way it ended for them. Hansi Flick has mentioned it on several occasions how it's priority number 1 this season. They will start away at Newcastle. PSG at home. It's particularly now
Also, guys, question.
in the first week
It
of
sounds
October.
disrespectful what Chelsea did, but at the same time, it makes sense why they only offer 40 million.
Barcelona will have to travel the
They're trying to play into the
least
desperation of
miles.
Barcelona needing to generate financial fair play. Because with the whole situation in regards to the VIP seats, Barcelona not having or having that be overturned because we aren't in that stadium,
It's always
we started, I think, the summer with a negative
always some drama in Spain.
negative
Gives the sports writers
FFP
and
space, so to say.
The pundits a lot to talk
What a
about.
joke of an offer. I wouldn't even respond. It was such a pathetic offer. These motherfuckers offer 100 plus mil for Caicedo, for God's sake. In no world do I even look at that offer. I'm like, I just throw it away to the bin.
Lots of old school Vallecano shirts in the house tonight.
They can obviously put the offer in, but
Yeah,
as
see
Barcelona, I
the
immediately
P
throw it away. I'm
coming
like,
from
no,
the
thank you.
Conglomerate from the old ownership. So I was wondering as we were looking at, particularly in pre,
Because they don't know how Fermin will pan out. He never played outside Barca or La Liga. No, but you can say that for a lot of talent,
There's Rayo again making great progress. Down the right, he is a forward-thinking Romanian fullback. In fact, he's come the closest to scoring here tonight.
Eric Garcia has been so good with his distribution this game. Oh, nice, Ferran. Oh no, it was Dani Olmo.
Yamal to Pedri. Trying to leave his man behind. Couldn't do so because a big chunk of shirt was held by Florian Lejeune.
Dude, Pedri's so good.
Yeah, well, I'm sure
He's so good.
in Rayo's preparation, so much was said about kind of stopping.
Yeah, but a lot of players. No, but regardless, you know. I mean, what are you gonna say of Caicedo? You know, before Chelsea played so much.
Neither of those two players.
He's from Brighton, you know. Are you gonna be like, oh, because he's only, he's never played in at the highest level of football. We're not gonna be paying big money. That's ridiculous.
The full 90 minutes, but if you can keep them down as much as possible.
I wouldn't let him go for anything under 80. 100%. I think you'd be tempted. Oh, Dani Olmo, what a shot.
Olmo from distance.
Second shot on target. That was good. That was good. That was good.
Yeah, he strikes it well. Rafinha just taps it, kind of comes through a little bit of a crowd, but in the end, Matthias sees it all the way and is able to then.
That was a great shot from.
Fairly comfortable save.
Of course, it was Barcelona's biggest signing last summer. He had to wait to make his debut.
Asked for the card. What?
10 goals.
Insta Fernandez only made his name in the World Cup and everyone wanted him. Yeah, that's true. But it is the World Cup. He was like pivotal in Argentina winning it. I wonder what new names are going to be popping up in this World Cup, because every single summer there's new names that emerge. Remember Amrabat? Barcelona were going crazy over him
and Olmo was great for them
because of his performances for Morocco.
Favorably for Juan Garcia.
McAllister, he moved to Liverpool. Enzo Fernandez moved to Chelsea. Guardiola, he went to Man City. Ah, no.
Really good defensive work again from Lejeune. Ferran Torres there.
You know, there's a lot of similar players like I say that play in the Prem. That's why he was on the man. Players like Fermin is very 50-50.
To get there first.
Press-resistant midfielders pan out almost anywhere.
Just neither of them.
No, but the thing is, like,
Fermin's
market value is not 40 million. Just simple as that.
Press and forcing
it's just not.
teams into earning something and not just.
Especially for the Premier League. The Premier League, they're paying 70, 80 million for no ones. For unproved talent, it's ridiculous the amount of money that's being poured into the Prem. I look at that offer for Fermin and I don't even pay attention to it.
He's had his hands full, hasn't he? That's hooked clear.
But interesting, his hands full without really anything, controversial. Just like whatever's going on, kind of in the periphery of this match is taking a lot of attention away from maybe the match itself.
Our next match, as you can see, will be after the international break. Real Sociedad against Real Madrid. That's the 13th of September.
Offside.
This will end Barcelona's streak of 3 road games to open up the season.
Oh, nice. Rafinha. No, Rafinha, you miss it.
Rafinha trying to tee up Ferran Torres, and
no way we missed that.
Suddenly, in the blink of an eye again, it switches to the other end, and Juan Garcia has to sprawl in front of EC Palazon.
Yep, it's just enough. You always have to be careful there that the player doesn't sneak in front of you and just
You have to understand that they play physical and direct football. These kind of players are needed. That's why they overpay. Fermin can be physical when needed, my guy. He ain't no pushover. He's young enough to learn the playstyle. What a pass at Rafinha.
Comes through, sees the trail, but just overhits it. Unselfish, looking for the tap in, and just doesn't connect.
Ah, that was good from Barcelona. That was good from Ferran and Rafinha, but
tried to play him the pass and didn't get it right either. Half an hour gone, still goalless. Lots of
frustrating. Look at this.
In both penalty areas. Rayo have themselves a corner here, which means Lejeune will work his way forward. Luis Felipe too. In towards Felipe, the Brazilian centre-back.
Who gave the pass?
And this was at the other end.
That's not a penalty. Whoa, why are they repeating?
You know, he's trying to just get a touch on it. See if you can touch it away from the goalkeeper. Then there's again trying to play out of the back. Rayo doing a great job of pressing high up the pitch.
Lamine Yamal has also been quiet this game. He hasn't been involved much.
Free by Chavarria. They have forced Barcelona.
It was Eric Garcia, I think, who played the pass. Eric Garcia has been brilliant in his distribution.
Playing the ball out of the back.
Absolutely brilliant.
You just don't have the space on this pitch. It is the smallest pitch in the Liga, and Rayo plays accordingly, and they understand that. They understand there's not going to be the space for opponents to be able to 1-2 touch pass you out of the back, and if they do, it's going to have to be precise. And then you force them to earn it, and you force them to prove that they're able to play out of those tight spaces, and so far Barcelona have it.
You see Balazon is going to chase this
Good
down.
job, Christensen.
To deny him by Christensen, who was a step or two behind him to start off with.
Great work, Garcia. The subs will be the difference maker. The back line has been solid.
Yeah, they've had some success with that little inside-out run, and that shows the great job from, as you mentioned, from Christensen, just getting back what looked like
the back line has been really solid so far. Definitely a chance for Fermin to come over and take the game. If Eric Garcia was just 6'3" with physical build, this guy would just be the undisputed center back.
A new player at the back, isn't it? With Christensen at the start of the season, he missed nearly all of the last.
Eric Garcia would be a monster if he was a little bit more, if he was a little bit bigger.
Fourth corner already for the home team. Barcelona yet to force one. Is that going to be number 5? It is. Courtesy of Frankie de Jong.
Yeah, they've done very well, Rayo, with that little inside-out run and that reverse pass down the sideline to open up opportunities to put crosses in. Barcelona's blocked the majority of them, but Rayo been able to get a series of corners, and can they take advantage of one of these set pieces?
And comes the corner,
oh, okay.
And Juan Garcia able to hold on underneath his own crossbar. Well, the morning bells have been sounding, haven't they? This first half so far for this Barcelona defence, but so far managed to avoid major damage.
Lamine Yamal just hasn't been precise with his passing.
Lovely ball out of the back. Rayo, remember, is the right back, but pops up all over the place and likes to.
Great work, Joan.
As a playmaker at times.
This must be an exciting match for the hate watchers.
Frustrated. It's
an entertaining game for sure. Barcelona with 56% percentage. Is Ferran on side here?
Long chase for Ferran Torres to try and pick up possession, and then Chavarria just shepherding him out of play.
Yeah, I think you could kind of hear from the fans that they felt that it was probably offside anyway, but there's that free header you mentioned that in the end, pretty comfortable for Garcia as it comes straight down at him. But Rayo have been well worth.
It's been a very good half so far from Rayo, guys.
Last season's champions, undefeated this season so far, although it hasn't been as comfortable as they would have liked in those two results.
You see Paladon in the thick of the action. Alvaro Garcia picking it up. He's the man who's been in red-hot goal-scoring form for Rayo. 4 goals in this campaign already, only 3 in the Conference League, all the way through to Ratio.
Ratio has so much pace, man. It's ridiculous. He has so much pace.
De Jong. Spreading it round Valde to Rafinha. His normal left-sided role tonight, at least on paper. He's actually popped up all over the place, Rafinha, as he tends to do.
Nice, Frankie. What a turn.
Olmo. Clip it over the top, and there is Rafinha on the inside right channel.
Just to create any kind
Good work
of
from Barcelona right here.
mismatches.
He's been putting them on the pressure.
Find whatever space
Eric has
is
been cooking under
available.
Flick. Seems that
Doesn't
Xavi didn't know how to
surprise
use him
me.
right.
Rafinha has kind of come more centrally at times. And maybe
Well, I don't want to
allow
blame
then
Eric
that
Garcia
space
too
in
much. I
behind
think
him.
he's just maybe just like,
Valde then
oh, nice Lamine. Lamine.
best way to create space. It's just that individual
That's a penalty.
effort to see if you
That's a
can
penalty.
bring 2 or 3 players. Oh, he's
That was a
got
penalty
goal.
from
He
Lamine.
has scored a
Oh
penalty,
my
Garcia.
God,
It's a
Lamine.
huge
Brilliant
protest
work.
from the crowd and the players. It looked
Brilliant work from Lamine. That's a
fairly
foul.
routine tackle. Lamine Yamal stayed down. A yellow card is out. The referee.
Oh my.
Ferrer was
Lamine.
instant in his decision.
What
He's pointed
a
straight to the spot, and the crowd are mystified.
what a dribble. What a sequence of play. Lamine wants to take it. Lamine beats 1.
Close up.
That nice little chop. Beats 2.
There's nothing there, Adrian. Yeah, I don't see it. Honestly, I don't.
There's
see
a
it.
grab.
This angle.
Hold on, let's see it from here.
Great job.
There's a little bit chop.
And then just kind of blocks this. Yeah, there's nothing there. If anything,
No, I don't think so. That's not.
I can't see where he doesn't go to.
It's
VAR
not a pen.
and have a better look
I don't
at
think
this.
so.
That's what VAR is here for.
It seemed to me that he was overplayed as a physical center back.
Things right than wrong.
I just think it just like responsibilities given to Eric Garcia that it wasn't.
Okay, referee sees something. Okay, there's a lot of legs in there. There's a
Difference.
lot of bodies. In
I
the
don't think
way.
this is a penalty.
And this is where VAR says, hey, maybe you want to come and have a look at this.
I don't think that this is a pen.
Yeah,
I'm
I
being
get
honest.
the tie gets a yellow for, frustrated. But yeah, there's absolutely nothing there.
Yeah, Lamine doesn't have contact with the ball right there. He loses it.
Yamal was stretching. He'd almost lost possession of it, hadn't he? And Chavarria arrived and maybe.
I thought had
some
position.
Yeah, had position, incidental contact, but that was, if anything, it was Yamal
Who
initiated
initiated that contact. Yeah, exactly.
I'm in agreement right here.
Battalion with words to Yamal. Well,
It was a brilliant dribble from Lamine.
Inigo Perez
Starts
got
off right
booked.
here. Hold up.
This is a
Is it
shame.
going to go to VAR or not? I mean,
No,
at the
I don't
moment,
think
it
it is.
appears not.
This is a shame.
I'm not entirely sure how this doesn't get.
Lamine will be
clear and
taking the
obvious.
pen.
They've already set him up, so
Yeah. So having earned the penalty, Lamine Yamal will try and dispatch it, and he does. And
That was a great goal from Lamine.
And he sends the sense of injustice here at Vallecas spiraling. A soft penalty.
There we go.
Converted nonetheless, and Lamine Yamal has his 4th goal contribution of the season.
Great pen taking it. Well, I mean, I'll take it. He still made contact. It is. He makes contact with the ball, but I don't think it's enough to call a penalty. Like, yes, he takes out his leg right there, but I mean, it's not a penalty that I would give, if I'm being honest.
And here's what frustrates me the most about this, Adrian, is.
But still, lovely penalty from Lamine.
It just shows more players to fall down in the box. And I'm not saying that Lamine Yamal dove. There may have been that little bit of contact as he was stretching, as Chavarria got position on him. As the
ball because his leg is taken out right here.
Him, but then he just kind of follows through.
His leg is taken out.
Chavarria hits the ground.
But in the sequence of play,
troubles and takes the lead. Yeah, it's.
In the sequence of play, I think he loses control of the ball. He loses possession of the ball right here. And then that's where this clash comes through.
VAR has taken a lot of that out of the Spanish league, and I've enjoyed that tremendously. And
it's weird. It's weird. I mean, I'm never going to be against Barcelona getting a penalty, in favor for them.
Could kind of kick somebody, fall over, and win a penalty for it.
Is certainly one that
we'll take it 1-0.
Mystifying why that didn't go.
1-0, we'll take it.
A further and closer inspection.
Oh my God, Eric Garcia has been playing pass after pass after pass.
Tipped firmly in favor of the champions.
And in a situation where probably the best chances, clearly the best chances in the match had fallen toward Rayo at that stage. And then a gift of a penalty, and we'll see how Rayo responds.
Yeah, this is the Frutos trying to do just that. Isi Palazon on the turn, and just couldn't.
Another great turn by Isi.
That left foot around to get over it.
There's that high line. And Isi has been that protagonist, playing as kind of off the shoulder or even in a more advanced position. And that time he just comes,
there's a little bit too much power on it.
Ball has a little bit of space, pivots around, and just can't keep the shot below the bar. What an opportunity!
Eric Garcia's on something.
Quick equalizer.
Eric's playing really good. Shouldn't be a pen, but it's not our problem. Next game, this won't be a pen.
Well, it could go one of two ways.
Yeah.
In case there's a perceived injustice against you. How do you respond?
I mean, we've had an injustice go against us last game, I don't think that penalty called against Butler should ever be a penalty.
While you're still upset at how you conceded the opening goal.
So.
Have they beaten the
That's offside.
This time? No, they haven't. Ratio was the furthest of the two in front.
Good stuff, boys. He's trying to take that center back starting role for himself.
I think they probably were both offside, in all honesty. Trejo got a yellow card from the bench. Fair enough.
Collection of cards. Well, I saw him flashing the yellow card at the bench. Thought it was to the coach, but maybe it was Trejo.
And that's what Lamine Yamal can do. Lamine Yamal, I think, has been relatively quiet for the entirety of the match. But, Pedri. But a moment of magic, a moment of magic from Lamine wins you a penalty.
Maybe that was some of the conversation that the fourth official.
Those are your cracks, your magicians on the field, so to say.
Whatever was needed, it was then.
Eric wouldn't mind being a rotational player because he knows he will play no matter what.
Not that it's any more palatable at all.
Eric Garcia is a perfect 12th man. He's someone who... Oh, Balde, good work.
Wow.
That's a yellow.
All day, every day.
Easy decision for Busquets Feder. He's the man very much in the eye of the storm here.
Yeah, it's one of those good old-fashioned, I have one yellow card to burn, and I'm going to take it right now.
Yeah, that's a yellow card. Yeah, he's a perfect 12th man. Someone who isn't expected to start, but is most likely going to be involved in every single game.
Before the half.
Eric is a striker.
Well, Barcelona faced a team who deteriorated in Mallorca on opening day. Managed to end up playing against 9 men for all of the second half.
Yeah, just the knee caught him there, and you see kind of the
that does
shin
hurt.
Calf area, just away from where the tiny shin guards seem to not sure what they protect when they're.
If Balde can continue, Jair Martinez is gonna warm up.
I don't think there's anything too much more.
And you see Eric as a striker at some point against the 19th, 20th place team.
4 minutes of additional time.
Hansi Flick has been really able to
hugely contentious penalties separating the teams.
To get the best out of Eric. And also, that loan spell at Girona did him wonders. It absolutely did him wonders. He was able to mature as a footballer, get a lot of minutes.
Barcelona look to double their advantage, but no way through for Koundé. Some ironic cheers as Chavarria was the man just guiding it to safety. It was his coming together with Lamine Yamal that resulted in the penalty.
The fans are going for a yellow card. Give him the game time that he needed, 100%. And now he's much better.
We've got 2 of them on the broadcast today. Mario Suarez, also part of our ESPN FC.
I wanted Eric gone because I felt bad for him, and if we kept him on Xavi, he would have gotten underserved to 8. Oh, Eric Garcia. Eric Garcia has been our best player, guys, this half. 100%. Eric Garcia has been so good.
Recognized it very well. Eric Garcia slid over.
So far, best players, I would say him and Joan. Him and Joan Garcia have been super rock solid so far. All right, 4 minutes left into the half.
Yeah, they've had all the corners in this first
Let's
half. Let's see Palazon with this one. Left footed.
Nice, Joan.
Easy take.
Yeah, Garcia did a great job there, just getting in front of that near post player that Rayo had stationed there, and quickly getting the ball out on the throw, but Rayo recovered well.
Wait. Was VAR? Is VAR not working? Is VAR not working? Is that why? Because the commentators that were mentioning it, they're mentioning how they were surprised how the referee didn't go to VAR. Right here, the reports are saying that VAR could not check the penalty on Lamine Yamal because the system went offline in the stadium. So they 100 had to go.
Garcia just read it quick enough.
Yeah, that was a great tackle from Eric Garcia. So they had to 100% go with the referee's decision. Really? Hold on. Is this true?
It's well done from Barcelona.
Yeah, Ferran Torres.
Lamine.
Yamal with the overlap from Koundé. And Dani Olmo. Well, he had so much time. He could have picked his spot. In the end, he planted it well over the top.
Yeah, I think with so many bodies there, he realized he had to hit the ball relatively high to find some space. And again, it's off maybe his ankle, his shin, and is unable to capitalize. You see the frustration there, knowing that this is going to be a difficult match. They know it's a
man.
difficult match. They got Maybe the
Yeah. Apparently, apparently the VAR room lost communication with the referee. There is literally no VAR. What a circus!
The fans in Vallecas are letting the referee know what they felt about that penalty decision.
Oh my goodness!
No lack of noise, no lack of atmosphere at Vallecas, despite the pre-match fears.
Yo, if I'm Rayo, I am furious. I am furious.
Lamine Yamal separates the teams after 45 minutes. Our ESPN FC studio crew with Alexis Nunez and Craig Burke.
Oh my.
Some players seem to defy the...
Oh wow. Oh wow. That would be crazy. Little bit of luck coming our way. We need it after the body. Yeah, I mean, we got robbed last week. It should have been 2-0. Yeah, man. Danny Olmo, he should have done a lot better there. He should have done a lot better. All right, guys, I'll be posting the link on both X and on the post section under YouTube. If you guys want to join and give your thoughts, feel free. I would say it's been an entertaining first half. Barcelona, they've been I would say Rayo have been very competitive. Yeah, that was a bad miss by Olmo, man. That was a bad miss by Olmo. He had time as well. Look at this. No, man. No. Look at this. Look at this right here. Look at this. He skies it over the over the crossbar. Flick about to take Olmo off. See, but Olmo has been good. He's been good. It's been a good game from Danny Olmo. Obviously, he should have done much better there, but you know, it is what it is. But looking at that first half, it's been very solid, guys. It's been very solid. Let's look at the stats. Let's look at the stats. Okay. Refresh. Just make sure everything's correct. 54% possession, 1.28 expected goals. We had 5 shots, 3 on target. That Olmo over the bar. Let me see who else. Lamine. Who else? Danny Olmo shot. Okay, from the set piece. That was a good one. And then the Lamine Yamal from the very start of the game, though. Yeah. Okay. Rayo, they've been getting a lot of corners. Barcelona, they haven't been really involved in that. Let me see what else. The passes, almost 250. Bro's making sure Fermin doesn't leave. What's up, Dorian? What changes would you make in this halftime, or would you keep it the way it is? I wouldn't change much, honestly. I wouldn't change much. If I'm looking at that second half, I'm looking to maybe bring on Robert Lewandowski for Ferran. I want to see Lewandowski back involved. I'm looking to bring off Danny Olmo, maybe bring on Fermin. Maybe Gerard Martin for Balde towards the end of the half. But I wouldn't change much. Barcelona, they've been playing well. How is Eric Garcia only having a 6.7? That's ridiculous. He's been so good. He's been so good. Lamine dove, not gonna lie. No, it wasn't. He didn't dive. We're gonna talk about it. But it wasn't like that. I don't think it was a complete dive, because when we look at this instance right here, okay, just let me see the images. Okay, so this was the instance of that play. You had Lamine right. Oh, this one right here. You can see right here, there's contact on Lamine Yamal's left knee. Well, let me change the audio so that way there isn't an echo. There is contact on the knee, but I wouldn't call this a penalty.
It's
It
not.
wasn't like that.
It's not a penalty at all.
I'm in
Elias
agreement.
also.
Yes, I can
Hello,
go
can
for
you
it.
hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
So Elias also, you also said that how did Eric Garcia got that rating? Defensively, he has been fine, but in terms of passing, he misplaced more. I think at least five passes. He gave away ball, at least three times out of those five passes. I think that's why he got that rating.
Let me see. Yeah, he has a 79% accurate passes right here.
Yeah, he
And funny
directly,
enough,
gave away the ball to
uh
opposition's
huh.
right back multiple times.
Uh-huh. It's interesting because right here it says he's the player who's completed the most passes in the match, but the pass percentage isn't great necessarily. So I mean, it's just two sides of the coin. So it is what it is. But I'll go to you first, NJ, and then I'll go to Saket. But NJ, thoughts on the first half? Because me looking at that first half, I'm thinking Rajo, they're playing really well. We've had our chances. We've had a little bit of luck in the penalty. I don't think it was a penalty, but we got it. Lamine Yamal scores it. Absolutely brilliant. But then right after, we had a chance to make it 2-0. Daniel Mo isn't able to score it. But Rajo, they're knocking on the door. They're having their opportunities as well. And so looking at the first half overall, what are your thoughts? How do you see Barcelona approaching this match?
The first half, you said?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
To be fair, like in the first half, it was kind of tricky for the offense, because they couldn't find a way to break in for them. But it was kind of tricky. But overall, the game is actually good for them. Like the defense stepped up for sure, big time. Like Eric and Christensen and John Garcia, and Balde stepping up a lot. So this happens more like like can you like hold hold them off while they're like at the because again Rayo was attacking a lot, right? So it was more like, oh, can you hold them down while maintaining like a 1-0 or like a 0-0 lead score, so which they showed, that they can handle the toughness of against Rayo basically.
Okay. Okay. Seket, your thoughts on the first half? What did you make of the
Yeah,
game?
I think this is what we expect from Rayo Vallecano at their home. I think it was a typical classic game from them.
Yeah,
All their fullbacks specifically attacking the spaces behind our fullbacks because most of the attacks were behind Balde and Konde. They are just exploiting those spaces. Also, on the penalty, I think it can be given as a both, as a penalty, and it cannot be
the
given
ref.
also. I think if there is a contact and there is a contact and Lavin touched the ball first before Rayo Vallecano player won the ball. So I think it can be given as a penalty.
Yeah,
And
you can give.
commentators, yeah, and commentators were. I think there was one problem. Commentators on my feed were saying that there was a problem in the stadium regarding the
Yeah.
conversation between the referee and the VAR room. So referee wasn't able to contact the VAR room. So I don't
Yeah,
know. That's controversial because the review cannot be done because of that. So I don't
Yeah.
know about that. But I think
I
it
don't know.
can be given as a penalty.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You can
Um.
give for both. Anyways, it depends on the referee as well if they
Uh
want to
huh.
give it or not.
I'm in complete agreement with both of you guys. I do think that the first great job from Lamine Yamal creating this piece of magic from out of nowhere because I was reading the comment. I don't think this has been Lamine Yamal's best game. He's been relatively quiet for the majority of it. Not really involved, and the times he is involved, I don't think
It
he's doing.
happens.
Yeah, I mean it happens.
Yeah,
Like it
I
happens. I'm
think
not. I'm not.
it's just having the games like Rashford is having past two games. There is ball is not reaching to him multiple times, in this occasion
Yeah,
because Rayo
yeah.
is also having most of the ball.
No, I mean it happens. I'm not expecting Lamine Yamal to be absolutely
Yeah,
great every single game.
like fucking up.
It,
But what you can have like giving like what 9 out of 10 every game. Like, are you okay,
yeah,
bro?
precisely, precisely.
Are you okay? Like, it
No,
won't
no,
happen.
no. But at the same time, this is why Hansi Flick necessarily he doesn't sub him out even when he's having a bad
Yeah,
game,
exactly. Yeah,
because he can create this piece of magic out of nowhere. And Barcelona they receive a penalty. Now I am in agreement with
Also,
Seke
Ilyas,
here.
this that's yeah. Also, one thing, the standard for Lamine Yamal is become crazy high. It's not like he's
Yeah,
having a bad game. He has been decent, but still we are calling it a bad game because the standards are so high for him.
yeah. Like
Even in this condition, he created the only goal that we have scored.
Precisely. But going to the penalty, there is contact here. There is contact here. Me personally, I don't think it's enough. I wouldn't give this as a penalty, but I can see why you would give it as a
Yeah,
penalty. But in regards to the whole VAR, if because there are reports that are saying that the VAR wasn't they were offline and there was issues between the communications from the referee and the the VAR room. If that is the case, that's embarrassing, guys. Like, not I've talked about the pitch situation, how both of the pitch in the Levante game and in the Rayo game are just absolutely atrocious. But not having VAR, you as a
Yeah, I mean
professional
that's just
league, that's
classic
just
La Liga bullshit. That is.
yeah.
that's
That's
why that's why fans that's why nobody rates La Liga that much, besides Barca and Madrid. Telling you, bro.
No, no, but it's simple. Like, we want La Liga to be successful because La Liga being successful means that Barcelona, they're successful. And so you want them to do well. You don't want situations like this where VAR isn't able to intervene because it's offline or it's having technical issues. You don't want it
At
to
least
be where the pitches are just
at least
absolutely atrocious
at
to play on.
yeah, at least get this technology right in the matches of Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Atletico. At least. Because most of the people are watching those games.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, precisely. If you're gonna have these issues, have it for, I don't know, like an Elche versus Rayo. Not for when Barcelona, Real Madrid, or Atletico. These giants they do play. But guys, we haven't talked about some of the key players so far in the half. And I want to start off by giving some credit
Yeah,
to Juan Garcia because
No, I
this
gotta say,
save right
bro.
here,
exactly my point.
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
save right here,
I
it
mean,
changed the course of the game.
what a goalkeeper, man.
Like
Yeah, not
the,
only that
the,
save, he was coming out of the box for clearing the balls also. I mean, he was fantastic.
yeah, like to be fair, like even if Rice scored, I'll still give younger say like props because again because he went for it right rather than just standing. You know?
He dove and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The way that he's able to just like take up space because he's big, he's
Yeah.
tall,
Yeah,
he's tall.
his
He
instincts.
he was so good. And when you look at it from
once,
this angle right here, like
yeah, that's a
he did
point
great
blank
covering.
save.
Point blank, absolutely brilliant from him.
Even if he
Uh,
even if he scored the goal, anyways, I also give him props for trying to save it. Anyways, still because he actually went for it.
I mean, look, his eyes are on his ball. His eyes are on the ball,
Yeah,
and
his
he's
his eyes
making
are
himself
open.
big.
His eyes are open, and they're actually looking at the ball. It's not like Ter Stegen, no, it's the typical Ter
And look,
Stegen, where he gets beat and then
look
he's
at
like
his
standing like a
wingspan.
statue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
look at
it is
his
what it is.
wingspan. He's looking like an eagle.
Yeah. Um, but Barcelona, they've had some other chances. You had this chance from Rafinha right
So
here.
Elias, one thing. John Garcia was the good player for us. I think Olmo and Rafinha has been disappointing, especially Olmo and Rafinha because we expect more from them, and especially Olmo. I mean, since he has signed, apart from the flashes, we haven't seen anything from him.
I mean, he's still regaining.
Wait,
He's on a slump. He's in a
it's,
slump.
see, here's my thing. I think it's a matter of consistency. I think it's because Danny Olmo,
Yeah,
he
I
gets
totally agree
injured
with you, but I just
and he
don't.
has
Do,
these stints where he's
yeah,
not able to play.
I just don't get it why Olmo starts over Fermin at this point.
Because he needs game time to regain his confidence. Because if you don't play him, then his confidence is gonna go down. Simple as that. Like
Would
yes,
you guys
yes.
agree that last chance that Olmo missed, Fermin scores that?
Sometimes yeah, Fermin can score. Sometimes Fermin misses sometimes as well. So 50-50.
Here's the thing. I don't know if Fermin scores that chance, but I know that
Yes.
Fermin
Have a higher
grabs a
chance.
goal,
Yeah.
from out of nowhere. Where he
Yeah.
is able to take a shot or
But
just like
would you
has a
guys
rebound
agree
and
that
just able to just smash it.
yeah, would you guys agree that Fermin warrants a start above Olmo?
I
It
would
depends on
say,
the game. It depends on the matchup as well. You have to understand. Like Fermin has a good matchup against other teams, and same as Olmo. Like come on, like yes, it's 3 games, and also like again, like Olmo was so injury prone last year that he's being cautious. He's trying to like find his feet. And try to link up with the players. Again, look at how Rayo's playing right now. It's like it's hard to break in right now. What else do you want? What else
Yeah,
do
I
you want him
mean,
to do? Like
it's
he's
just
trying,
that
but
You know, if
like
Fermin would have dropped this performance that Olmo had dropped in the first half, he would get substituted. I just want the same standard for Olmo because Olmo has been seen nowhere in this half. So I think at least in the 60th or 65th minute, he should be substituted.
yeah, but again, I understand that you have standards, but come on, you have to like be real with your standards, man. Come on, yes, Danny almost been disappointed, but again, in order for him to like regain that momentum, you just have to like play him sometimes depends on the matchup as well.
Yeah,
You just have to live with it.
it
You
just
just have to live with it.
is it's just the investment and return problem. You know, we invested 60 million on Olmo. His return
Mhm.
has been nothing, almost nothing. And Farmin came in for free, and Farmin has been delivering whenever he is getting the chance. It's just that he is never starting over Olmo. I don't know why.
Let's see how the second half develops, because I do think that Fermin Lopez is gonna be involved in the second half. I do
But
think that
again,
Hansi Flick is
but
gonna be
again,
making some substitutions.
yeah, he's been in this, but again, so 3 games of the season right now, he's still trying to regain. Second. You've seen him last season, like by the end of the month, like he was suffering too much of injury and inconsistent. Come on, he's still regaining his momentum
Yeah,
and coming.
I'm not saying my sympathies towards injuries of Olmo. That's okay. I'm just saying Fermin hasn't done anything to get benched by Olmo.
No,
That's what I'm saying.
who cares? Who cares if you're starting or not? It's about the team, bro. It's not about yeah you should start because no. It's about whoever fits the system in
Then
the game.
what is the point of the merit? Even if you are performing good and you are not starting, then there is a problem. That's why
No.
Fermin is is thinking of leaving. Don't you think?
Well, and
Bro,
I mean that could play onto it and everything. But guys,
so
let's
guess we're
resume this
overthinking
conversation
too
like in the
much.
match reaction.
So we're thinking, bro. Relax.
Yeah,
Like
okay, okay.
yeah,
It's a big
Relax.
conservation. We are just discussing. Don't take it seriously.
yeah,
No, no,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
no, no, I'm not. I'm
This
not
is a
saying.
conversation. This is like a debate that we can have for like one of the episodes and everything. But guys, I'll see you guys for the match reaction if you guys do tune in. Barcelona starting the second half right now. Let me bring in the audio. That way you guys can hear it and everything. But an interesting discussion in regards to Daniel Monfermin and their role in the team. Make sure it's still the audio.
Half, getting things going on the right-hand side.
All right.
Yeah, I felt he would have been better to just hit that first time ball. We've seen that little reverse pass multiple times, which has given Rayo opportunity to put decent crosses in the box. That time elected to take a couple extra touches, but the Barcelona defense capitalized well. And there's that early ball back across with Palazón in an offside position. The question
Oh
is,
my
does
God,
he
Joan.
establish himself or not?
Oh, Joan.
Again, Garcia is able to come up with a fantastic save, but
Oh my God.
so he's
I am so.
offside. But I
He's miles off.
don't know if the initial ball was offside wide, and then it looks like he reestablished himself back behind the ball.
Oh my
Again,
God,
with
Joan.
no VAR, I guess the linesman and the ref it's like old school again. You don't wait for the VAR to see if they're onside or not. You
Right.
just put the
Joan
flag up.
Garcia is extremely
Because
clear of
there
Ter
was-
Stegen. He keeps proving it.
It was tight to see if that initial ball out wide was offside or not. Where normally,
This
yes,
is
it
a
would've
keeper,
just
boys.
continued
This
to
is a
play on,
keeper.
and
Already
if
starting
Palazón
starting
had been
the
able
half,
to
and he pulls
score
out a
the
save
goal,
out of
then we
nowhere.
would have seen if that initial ball was offside. But with no VAR, I guess you just raise the flag if you think it is.
Well, Palazón has been doing that
What a
right from the word
save.
go tonight, hasn't he? He's been stationing himself well beyond that high defensive line and then getting back onside.
Yeah,
As
then
the
getting
play
back behind the
unfolded.
ball,
Yeah.
perfect. I mean, it's a great little strategy for playing somebody in such a high line, because then as they readjust off of the initial ball, you have somebody already in an advanced position that just has to get behind the ball. But here's the counter.
Yeah. Ferran
Oh,
Torres.
Daniel.
Not that far away. A whisker.
Ah,
Good move from
Yeah,
Balde to
that was a great move from Balde, passing into
and there's that
Ferran.
breaking the pressure with possession and then just kind of drops it back. And
No,
Olmo coming from
it
that
just goes
trailing
off.
position. Great strike. You see,
Isn't able to have any curve on
into
that.
top corner and misses it.
Ah,
more than
frustrating.
He feels he should have.
The Norwegian commentator just said Joan Garcia was a seal.
opportunity, didn't he, Danny Olmo?
25
Just
millions
before
for
the
him
break
is absurd.
to increase the woes for Rayo, and probably should have scored. Shinned it over the top instead. It was
Bargain of the summer.
considerably further out and was probably closer.
Inter faced their first defeat of the season, losing to Udinese.
There's Yamal. Dance through a couple of challenges. Cafe Cease was one of those. I think it may have been his foul. It's not going to
It just didn't have the
raise
curve.
spirits of the crowd here.
No, particularly when it's the same man. And look, he probably was fouled 3 times in that one play. So I'll give him the benefit on that one.
It was a big bunch of short grabbing going on, wasn't there, by Pathé Cease?
Trailing legs, short grabbing, But yes, after the way he won the penalty, you can see where the fans are not going to give him the benefit of the doubt on anything he does from the rest of this match.
Well, Barcelona have earned their first corner of the night. Rafinha is going to be the man in charge. Looking for the near post flick. Pedri connecting firmly at the edge of the area. Rafinha picking up the pieces.
Oh,
and trying to get across the face of
no.
goal, and,
If you're Garcia got
Garcia
contact to that.
had stayed forward and
Ah,
some sort of
unlucky.
contact on it, but not enough.
Yeah, there's about 3 different opportunities throughout this whole sequence. I mean, here's that first clearance, and this shot comes in, could have gone anywhere. Then that deflection leads it back out wide, and then excellent ball just to whip it across the front. And a couple different deflections at the far post, and in the end ends up in the arms of a very grateful Bataya.
Balde being harassed by De Frutos over on that far side. Decision again going against the home team. Again, the fans. Not
Joe,
best
you have the
pleased.
kids swearing? What?
Yeah, it just seemed like there's a foul there. Of course there's a foul there from De Frutas, but like you said, whenever there's something that goes against you,
Great pass from
understand where
Danny.
the fans are going to argue everything.
Ah,
there.
Pedri. Oh, whoa, Ferran.
The spiral of
Nice, good work from
injustice
Ferran, keeping the
gets
play
in that
alive.
direction, doesn't it? 14,438 here. Packed in at Vallecas.
Ah,
Barcelona trying to
Pedri.
establish
Gah.
their authority here.
Ah, if he was able to get the pass to Lamine.
Something we've seen a lot from Barcelona in this match is knowing that Rayo are well organized defensively, and it has to be just a perfect ball into the box to give themselves a free opportunity at goal. And Rayo have done a great job of just making sure that Barcelona haven't received that free pass into the box. And it's going to take something special, I think, to get the second. And Rayo are going to push extremely hard to see if they can find an equalizer.
Olmo. Garcia. Start of his 5th year with the club now, Eric Garcia. That year on loan with Girona, he was a big part of that great campaign they had.
No foul.
Cease. Wonderful vision. Pretty good pass too, and the cross. Well, Christensen slid in to meet it. He's been at full stretch more than once tonight. Great work from Pedri.
Find
again.
Rafinha. No.
Again, there's that passing in the final third that hasn't been as clean as it's needed to be for Barcelona.
Ties Dani Olmo close together, operating, but it's broken up.
Good work from Lamine Yamal that time, tracking back, and because we know if you haven't realized by now, Rayo aren't a side that's going to step on it and pass the ball back. If they see an opportunity to go out on the break, they will take every advantage possible on these small Vallecas confines. And there's that diagonal ball, which is what they play so often.
And flood forward too with Ratu. Set the table here. We see Palazon back to the Romanian fullback.
Nice, Garcia.
Away from Dani Olmo. Clearance completed. Long ball towards Rafinha.
Yeah, it hits the referee in the back.
Sort of task, isn't it?
No, this is the situation. That clearance, I think, Adrian, came off the ref, and so the ref has kind of slowed it down here. But there's that brilliant interception from Christensen, and able to, and eventually Garcia was able to collect. But you see, been a little bit of critical of Barcelona with that final pass. Barcelona have done a great job when Rayo have gotten out on the break to be able to come up with the key challenge when they've needed it. Both Eric Garcia and Christensen on multiple occasions have been in the right place at the right time.
Activity on the Rayo bench as we look at Lamine Yamal turning the corner.
Good work. Hey!
He was brought down, but play waved on.
That's a yellow card for sure.
And it toe-ended away from him, and quickly he will look to stream forward again.
Referee put the advantage.
You could see he looked up, wanted to hit that diagonal ball, and Craig's talked about it quite a bit in the pre and halftime of just and Sid with the pitch just not where it should be in the first home match of the season. So maybe he just couldn't get it under control enough to hit that quick diagonal on the counter.
Inigo Perez, the Rayo coach, was very diplomatic when he was asked about the pitch pre-game. He said, "Well, I think it lacks a little grass density, but I'm not a guy."
A little grass density.
The barren patches have been clear to see, haven't they?
Which was never something when I was at Rayo. I mean, we trained a lot on the stadium pitch because it was just, the pitch was great. Yeah, the goal mouse got a little bit worn, as most stadiums do, but yeah, the pitch was never an issue. So I wonder what happened in the summer, because you can't get a much better
just
Koundé
booked
grass than in Madrid.
Koundé has cultivated himself a yellow card here for that. And Chavarria.
Oh my gosh. And the player who fouled Dani Olmo gets nothing.
The frenetic pace and intensity has not ebbed at all after the break. That's a good looking cross. Juan Garcia had to throw himself into a crowd and got caught as well.
Juan Garcia yet again being in a great position.
Sometimes you got to throw yourself in position.
Fearless right there, because I know when the defender is just like,
came off the worst. But that little up, back, and through, which is so popular for Rayo, and springs out wide, then that inside-out run, nice ball across the front. He's got to dive. And
oh my gosh!
De Fructus' problem is his legs planted when this contact hits. If it's not planted, I don't think it's really a big deal. But I hope he's okay. I think Garcia, it's just a little bit of a knock, and. So we look at Chesney. Finally got registered the other day, I think. Yeah. But yeah, the fact that his leg was planted at the contact is the one worry that I have for De Fructus.
Right. Good to
good
be
to
up
see.
and running again, albeit with a wince or two. Six goals last year for De Frutos. He was one of those top league scorer.
All right.
Inigo Perez is going to make his first switch. And his namesake too, Fran Perez, is going to come on. He's going to replace Unai Lopez. Fran Perez, a summer arrival. Someone they did spend some money on, not very much, $1.2 million from Valencia.
1.2 million from Valencia. Oh no, that would have been a great pass.
But also we know the high energy that
Nice, Frankie.
Rayo have shown throughout this match.
De Jong, meanwhile, releasing Rafinha, who seemed to have the inside track, but he was quickly closed down. Good-looking ball from Frankie De Jong.
Yeah, I think if Rayo are going to get themselves back into this match, energy in midfield, pressing, and then starting the counterattack will be key.
Danny almost getting into some good positions right here. Just the execution just isn't there. The final pass, the final.
Dani Olmo.
He has the right ideas.
Back to the Brazilian. You see Palazon in there mixing things up. Balde.
Nice, Balde.
With
Oh, with the nutmeg.
Strength in numbers for Rayo.
That's nothing, bro.
Any, impeding going on there. The crowd certainly thought so. Ball towards Pedro Diaz. Here's Lamine Yamal, meanwhile.
Yeah, great job from Hadis to come over and just help when Lamine Yamal got isolated there momentarily. You haven't seen that very often. Rayo's done a fantastic job of not allowing both Lamine Yamal and Rafinha to be isolated one-on-one, and that time, as Lamine Yamal took his time, CEST came over and stripped him.
What a ball that is from the back, by the way. Batalla. Probably 70 yards into the stride there of Frutos, who couldn't make best use of it.
Yeah, it's opening up a little bit, Adrian. Which
this is getting end to end right here. I think if you bring on Marcus Rashford
on the clock, 1-0 down, so
into this type of game, the space that he's gonna be able to run into,
a breather and get into a good defensive shape. They had their moments. There was, like you said, that great pass out of the back. Moments before that where they had a decent little counter. And now they just don't want to allow a ton of space for Barcelona to get in behind for the second goal.
Okay.
I was going to ask when this, or how long this frenetic pace could go on for. It surely can't go the full 90 minutes.
Fermin Lopez coming on right now.
Some slight lulls in it. Now the man.
Fermin Lopez and Marcus Rashford, two players who we talked about in the halftime space.
Looks to check in, as does Marcus Rashford. Should I stay or should I go is the question that Fermin seems to be asking, with interest coming in from Chelsea. All will be revealed in the next 24 hours. Rafinha is going to be making way for Rashford.
Rafinha off. Not the best game, but he was solid. He was solid. And Dani Olmo.
Dani Olmo does the same to allow Fermin Lopez on.
Yeah, we've talked throughout the match that it really has been difficult for the two wingers for Barcelona to have much of an influence. Doesn't surprise me that Rashford comes in.
Oh my!
From left back, found its way all the way through Alvaro Garcia's ball.
Oh.
Shot on the end of it.
Pedri. What a block!
How far this ball travelled, Gaze.
How did no one put a leg in?
Cross, and eventually
The subs are going to make the difference. Let's hope. Let's hope it's a 2 and a 3-0 that we need.
Again, be in a good position to come up with a key block.
7th corner of the night. Near post flick, Rashford involved in the clearance. And Sid Lowe is pitch side for us, Casey, and apparently he's reporting that the VAR is now indeed working and back with us. So
convenient,
in case it's needed.
But what a key block, though, you just made from Pedri again. Just not only doing his part in possession.
Careless moment at the back, and could they be punished? Yes, they could.
He's off.
Oh my God! Thank goodness he's offside.
Yep.
Oh, thank goodness he's offside, man. If we conceded it in that manner, I would have been so upset.
Forced to cough it up. This was the latest.
Oh yeah, he's offside.
Yeah, clearly, no issue there. It's always tough when you want to kind of force that high line, force that, be in that, play that devil's advocate kind of in an offside position. Can you sneak back on? Can you not? And De Frutos was not able to reestablish himself in an onside position, so no problem there. Yeah, this is now just trying to wind up Lamine Yamal, trying to wind up the fans as well after he won the penalty, the dubious penalty.
It was Alvaro Garcia who was tangling with him. Yamal had to pick it up.
Knew that was coming.
Yeah. Little afters from
Alvaro Garcia, I think again, yeah.
Dude, the game is getting a little bit heated, not gonna lie.
That's always the
Eric Garcia's playing like he did at Girona. Eric Garcia has been so solid this game. Well, except of that pass right there. That almost caused Barcelona to concede. We didn't concede, but it was offside, thankfully. Andres Christensen doing his job.
Because someone will take their yellow card in midfield and give you that afters, as you mentioned, Adrian.
Yeah.
And do you really need to get injured in midfield because you're trying to showboat? And not that that was a situation with Lamar, that situation in particularly, but you got to pick and choose your out. What a ball!
Yeah, the distribution of Bataya has been amazing. He's almost too good, unable to catch up to it. There's Fran Perez, who's just come on.
All right. Flick should protect Lamine and take him off. If we had Rooney Bardghji available, I'd bring him on as an interesting option.
River Plate.
But he isn't registered, unfortunately. And it's unlikely that Hansi Flick is going to take him off, since it's still only 1-0 in Barcelona's favor.
Lots of practice at that. 20 minutes into the second half. A game that still feels like it could tip in either direction.
He can go either way right now.
There's Garcia weighing things up. Oh, and it took a deflection and was still curling.
Oh my.
Just around the post.
Rayo, they're putting on the pressure.
Goals against Barcelona. There's Alvaro Garcia. Has 3 of them in his career.
They keep getting closer and closer.
Again, how many times have we talked about a key block from a Barcelona player just when Rayo looked like they'd opened an opportunity.
There's the corner! The equalizer!
As I look away, man. No one's marking him on the corner.
They are going wild here at Vallecas. It's been coming. And it eventually arrived from the corner.
Fair enough. Fair enough. They were knocking on the door.
And what a moment for Fran Perez. His home debut and a goal.
Yeah, it was a missed assignment, marking at the far post, and he just kind of floats back. And
no one was marking him. No one tracks him.
Ball comes all the way. Nobody marks, and that's
no one's on him.
Opens up off the underneath.
No one is on him.
1-1.
He played 26 times for Valencia last season. Didn't score a single goal. Fran Perez, the 22-year-old, at the moment of his career so far. What a time to produce.
Oh my.
Splendid.
All right, 1-1. Barcelona having 23 minutes right now to get a goal.
a conversation happening centrally that, okay, who was supposed to be marking him as he tracked his all the way back to the far post and had the space to let it come all the way down, but still take nothing away from the volley. Had to get it right.
Oh, man.
And got it perfectly underneath the crossbar. Little trailing arm from Frankie de Jong. And Issy Palazón, being as short as he is, catches those more often than probably any other player in La Liga.
That's such a poor goal to concede, man. From a corner.
What Hansi Flick is thinking right now.
Oh.
Certainly had their fortune in the first half, but he will feel they've had their moments where they should have put this game perhaps beyond any doubt.
You're thinking about that Dani Olmo chance.
Yes and no, because Rayo have had equally as good a chances. You know, Garcia's made a couple nice saves. Rayo's missed opportunities. Barcelona's had desperate defending at times with really key blocks. So yeah, I think the scoreline right now is very fair.
Yeah, I certainly agree with that, Casey, on the balance of play. Midway through the second half, 1-1. A fair reflection. The crowd in rather better spirits.
Oh, man.
A few minutes ago, certainly better than they were at the tail end of the first
What's the
half.
reaction on social media right now?
We also know how much talent this Barcelona side has, and how they're able to bring players off the bench to make differences late in matches. If you look at the squad depth of both sides, Hansi Flick has a few more options to find a winner than Perez does.
No way. El Dibu going to Man United?
Already on is Marcus Rashford. Not sure he's had a
Oh
touch of the
my,
ball yet.
no, not my keeper.
The throw, but his old adversary Pep Chavarria winning the duel this time.
Not my keeper.
Still ferocious and frenetic. Every tackle is of a full-blooded nature. And there are some of the cavalry waiting in the wings, Casey, that you mentioned.
Yeah, I don't know how much longer it'll be. If Robert Lewandowski is fit, I mean, you just think that would make the most sense late in the match to find a match winner.
He's already taken off his match winner from a year ago in this game, Dani Olmo. Pedri was the other goal scorer for Barcelona a year ago in that 2-1 win. They won it late on, having trailed for a big chunk of that game. Of course, they came from 2 goals down last week against newly promoted Levante to win it at the death, courtesy of an own goal.
All right, 20 minutes left.
There's been a lot of question marks on Barcelona and how they're going to defend this season.
That's offside, no?
That's good word from the Frutos. The return pass and an opportunity, perhaps. Juan Garcia to the rescue.
Juan Garcia yet again.
He has saved Barcelona's bacon.
Yeah, he has.
Well, it was offside anyways.
Excellently. You got to be careful. You don't want to be out too early, and if the striker connects, then he's got all that space to go around you. But you time it perfectly where you catch it right at the same time as the player makes contact. And again, Garcia did excellent.
Nice, Frankie.
There's Frankie de Jong driving forward with intent. Good layoff for Fermin Lopez. Surveying the scene, delivering the cross. Only half away.
Yeah, those are the situations that Barcelona needs a Robert Lewandowski on the pitch. Just that guy that knows where to be in that final moment.
I definitely see Hansi Flick making a change or two.
Pedri just gliding through those challenges. Sid talked about him at halftime.
I think he felt he was held. That's what he's angry about. Yeah, you're right, Adrian. Sid talked about, and he has been excellent, both with the ball and without.
Palace
No way.
Through with the pass. Can they finish
Oh
it?
my
It's
God,
back to
Juan.
Frutos denied. Another opportunity. Juan Garcia.
Oh my God,
twice in as
Juan.
many minutes. Has,
No.
stared down
Build him
a
a
Vallecano attacker one-on-one and
No,
denied
oh
him.
my.
This time it was de Frutos.
Let's check and see. We know with no VAR, either the flag's going to be. Yeah, he's on, I think. So that's a good call.
Oh my God,
Juan
Juan Garcia.
just tries to create an angle for him. Excellent job from Garcia, though.
Oh my.
You understand how important that is for a goalkeeper.
Oh
to know that the
my.
defender's putting pressure on the player. It restricts him from being able to dribble around you. But great old school goalkeeping from Garcia, just keeping his feet and making the save.
Yeah. Near post flick is what they're seeking from.
After so many years. After so many years. We finally have a competent goalkeeper.
Lopez, the goalkeeper at the other end, has had his moments, and that's another one as he sends it from one keeper to the other. Batalla on a full volley.
The amount of saves that Juan has been. Look at
It's
this.
been really good goalkeeping from both sides, and goalkeeping that what I like to see.
1v1.
Is that yes, you kind of try to read the ball behind your back line when it's right.
What a
But then
save.
when it's not, you drop back and you look to make a save. And I think both goalkeepers have done very, very well.
Who's
in
coming
this
on right
match.
now?
There's going to be another couple of changes forthcoming for Inigo Perez. Sergio Cameo is going to come on. He's a forward player. Oscar Valentin also. He's of a very different nature. Interested to see who
Lewandowski
replaces
and
him.
Gerard Martin.
Must be wondering what he's got to do to score tonight.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
But he also does so much work without scoring. You know, you'll hear the striker tell you, oh no, you're only judged by your goals. But yeah, maybe that's true if you're a Barcelona striker. But when you're a Rayo striker, yes, scoring is important. But all the work you do, to start defensively, to hold the ball up, to bring other players into play is crucial as well. And yeah, De Frutos hasn't got his goal, but man, he's done a lot of work for the side.
He really has, not only in the central parts of the pitch, but working tirelessly outright, and it will be his final contribution as it turns out.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise
his
me.
replacement. Luis Felipe is also on his way out. The Brazilian new arrival at centre-back, making way for Oscar Valentin. So what can Sergio Camelo do, the former Atletico Madrid player? Scored 3 last year in the top flight.
All right, come on, boys. We need to get a goal. We have to win it just simply because of how good Juan Garcia has been this game.
Second division, where he managed 15. Just about 15 minutes to go in this one, and this is some encounter, Casey. It still feel like it could go either way. It's
Truly can. I think both sets have created plenty of opportunities for each other, so no reason why Rayo couldn't get a winner, and no reason why Barcelona couldn't get a winner.
No substitutions in that midfield.
Inside to Balde. And Rashford, really his first attacking moment of note.
Marcus Rashford has come in for the last 10 minutes, but
Be a little bit careful after getting the yellow.
this is, I think, what, the first time that we mentioned his name?
Yeah, that was out. I can't argue with him on that one. That was he nice try, of course. Try to keep it in, but it did look like the whole ball had crossed the line.
Right before the corner can be taken, it's Gerard Martin who's come on to replace Left back Alex Balde, straight swap there, and Robert Lewandowski is finally on as well.
Ah, good try, Eric.
Found Eric Garcia.
Good
He's
try.
disappointed he didn't put that on target.
There's the replay of the goal for Rayo. Fran Perez finding himself in acres of space at the far post and still with a difficult volley.
We should not have conceded that goal.
The moment that leads us finally poised. Ferran Torres is just to tidy up that substitution. The man who made way for Lewandowski. Torres unable to keep his scoring streak going. He'd scored in both the opening games for Barcelona. Can Lewandowski get going for this campaign? That's one of the questions. Rashford trying to provide some sort of service. What he has carved out is another corner.
Ah, 12 minutes left.
It's the third corner of the night for the visitors. Lewandowski trying to shake off his marker. He did so,
Just straight to the goalkeeper, man.
Rashford's corner landing right into the hands of Bataya, who looks for that long, quick clearance again.
Yeah, it wasn't a good ball from Rashford, but possession quickly won back.
Yeah, now he does find Lewandowski on the move. They cease across to meet him with a welcome to the game tackle. Lewandowski slow to get up from it. He is up now. Quick return. Rashford trying to break through.
No.
Bataya.
Yeah,
Quick
probably
thinking,
offside
quick
flag as
acting,
well.
and yeah, the flag was up.
Ah.
Yeah, I was kind of figuring.
I was gonna be
out
offside.
when
I don't know why
onto the pitch,
Lewandowski passed
kind
it
of
back.
how they were gonna shuffle the lineup, and it really looks like that Lejeune has kind of slipped into the left center back role, and CEST has kind of moved back into center back, as they will do everything they can to kind of clog things centrally
Okay.
and really try to force Barcelona into wide positions. And you can see the frustration from those two. And that's what this stadium, this fan base, and this team is all about, is just trying to frustrate the big boys when they come in. And there's always a chip on your shoulder. Vallecas, that working class Madrid neighborhood, who always feels like the underdog, and the team has to represent that. And this team has represented that very well today.
And as a result, here we are, 10 minutes to go, and 1-1, finally balanced. Both teams with plenty of intent to go out and win this. It's always such a different task for the big boys coming here than some of the other smaller teams around Spain, who perhaps bunker in and happy to play low defensive blocks and say, come and break us down. But Vallecano don't do that, Casey.
No. But I think other teams, when they come here, and that team then says, okay, what we don't want to do is allow Rayo to get out on the break. So, but that Barça, Real Madrid, Atletico, they have to push. They can't just come into a place like Vallecas and just defend and try to play. And so it really sets up for an entertaining match where both sides are willing to quickly get at their opponent and try to create goal-scoring chances out of any little turnover.
No handball. Oh, that was on his chest.
Do we have VAR? Do we not? But it really didn't look like there was a whole lot there either way.
We have been told it is working again, but don't know for how long.
I don't believe it.
Barcelona against Valencia when we return after the international break. Of course,
Nice,
the,
Garcia.
home for Barcelona,
Garcia has been
it's not
so
gonna
good
be
this
at
game.
The new camp, that's not going to be ready. All indications are it will actually be played at the tiny Estadio Johan Cruyff, which holds 6,000. As Lamine Yamal goes to ground.
It surprised me, that
Wow.
they were that optimistic, thinking they were gonna, move back into the new camp, at the start of the season. I really felt, I understand why they wanted to, but it sure would have made sense to at least give themselves the option to be at the Olympic Stadium for a little bit while longer.
Some ironic cheers as Yamal and Chavarria clashed again inside the penalty area, and again Yamal was down.
And the scary part, there was more contact from Chavarria that time than there was.
Probably
from the
was.
penalty.
Yeah, probably right. Well, the ultimate irony is the one thing holding up that fixture being confirmed for the Estadio Johan Cruyff is the lack of VAR in that stadium.
Ironic.
They will have to put it in, especially for that game. But that will be Barcelona's home opener wherever they play it.
That would be a pretty hot ticket, though, wouldn't it? In the small little venue like that.
Yeah. Half the capacity of this stadium we're in today.
Like a third.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a first. Playing in an official LaLiga match in the Estadio Johan Cruyff.
Pepe Cisa certainly adapted to his new role as centre-back. Issy Palazon doing really well. And look at that. It was
Great work from Gerard Martin.
Last man back. Last escape valve for Barcelona there in that high defence.
Yeah, that match next weekend, if it is played in those small confines, it'll be like seeing a huge band in a small venue, and how intimate that will be. And the opportunity of those will it be a lottery? Will it be, long time season ticket holders?
Look at this. Here come Rayo Vallecano again. Issy Palazon.
Oh,
good save. Juan Garcia may have to be called into action again. With the flag had gone up,
my gosh.
rendering it
Offside.
null and void. Sergio Camelo had the ball into the roof of the net. A flag up prior to that.
Yeah, I mean, it is. It's how much chaos that is sown with Palazon being in that deep offside position. And then this is where the offside was, right there on the rebound off the save.
Okay, yeah, it was a rebound. Oh my.
Well, there were several moving parts to look at there, weren't there, in terms of...
There was. I don't think
judging who
Camelo
was
was offside. I don't think Camelo was offside. I don't think the initial pass was offside either. I think it was the rebound off the save that I couldn't tell who that was in an advanced position that then smashed the ball kind of back or passed the ball back across that potentially was in the offside position. Yep. And I don't know if it's from there. I thought it was further back, so that surprises me. But if VAR is back working and semi-automated offside or whatever was going on, then I could see that the initial pass was offside. It just was close enough that you wanted to go to VAR.
It remains to the final few minutes. Are Barcelona going to drop their first points of the season? Will they fall behind Real Madrid and Athletic Bilbao heading into the international break? That's the situation as it stands. And they come up with another late winner as they did last week. There's Pedri trying to find an opening.
How late was the Dani Olmo winner last season? Adrian?
It was right around this time. It was 82nd,
Oh.
a little earlier than this.
Oh, wait, Lewandowski.
That's a loose ball for Lewandowski to try and pounce upon, but Bataya was quicker into the pounce.
Well read. Good goalkeeping again. As we've
The
seen
goalkeeper
throughout
read
this
it, man.
match on
Goalkeeper
both
read
ends
it.
of the pitch.
Whoa, Juan has been the best player of this game. Him and Eric Garcia. Simple as that, man.
Awkward, but handled it well.
Barcelona's title won last year primarily on the strength of their road form. Where they won 14 times on the road, only drew 3, only lost twice. It was so much better than any of the other title contenders, and that made the difference in the end. And here they are on the verge of dropping their first road points of the season.
All right. 2 minutes left in the 90.
And as you say, Casey, as it stands at the moment, won't really been able to have too many complaints.
No, not at all. You got a penalty that wasn't a penalty, and both sides have had decent opportunities. I think a draw is a very fair result. But enough time, plus see if anybody can conjure up a winner.
Pedri lost out to Latu, and all of a sudden it's 4 against 4 here for Rayo Vallecano. And Garcia with the save and the follow-up and a miscue.
Bro, it's getting to a point where it's ridiculous. Juan Garcia, literally anything that goes in his direction is just blocked. It's getting saved.
Garcia for me is man of the match for Barcelona.
Oh my. Juan Garcia has been man of the match right there.
Many key saves.
This is one of the best goalkeeper performances I've seen from a Barcelona goalkeeper in ages.
You know, Mario talked about it, Sid talked about it, Craig talked about it, just how it was. This is a tricky place to come and play. And having your goalkeeper being able to come up big on multiple occasions is crucially important.
Well, having made that save, he was on the ground. Nothing he could have done about Camelo's follow-up effort had he connected. But he didn't, and this is Yamal now at the other end.
Lamine.
Turn the screw and wins a corner.
5 minutes left.
5 minutes of stoppage time, which we're already into. Oh, it bounces all the way through. Rashford picking up the pieces. Pedri. Checked out of the cross from deep. Gives it to Yamal instead outside.
No!
Those trademark deliveries of his.
Second time Eric Garcia has been frustrated that he's been unable to direct a header on target. Once
What a
from the
brilliant
corner, and
cross
this
from
time the
Lamine.
Run of play. Tough ball though. I mean, excellent pass into the box, but pretty well defended. There's another look. So yes, potentially offside, but still Garcia makes a good save, and it's a tricky rebound. But he's unable to direct it enough, and Garcia is able to get it at the second attempt, but probably would have been offside. Looks like Isi Palazon's going to be subbed.
Yeah, it's a thunderous reception. And the home faithful, Gumbau is one of those coming on. And Espino is the other. Double switch. Final switches for Inigo Perez. Alvaro Garcia.
Asked to do so much.
3 minutes left.
for
Come on,
Rayo
boys.
Vallecano.
We need a winner.
Constantly running, starting the press. When the press is accomplished, it's getting in from wide position centrally to be a goal-scoring threat.
Halfway through the allotted stoppage time here at Vallecas. Rayo Vallecano on the verge of being a thorn in the side of the big boys yet again. Well, it was a duel that was always destined to go right to the end, wasn't it? Chavarria and Lamine Yamal.
2 minutes left.
Finally, a booking is handed out. Garcia trying to guide the Yamal around the back, but even he won't catch up to that.
I think that's game. Barcelona dropped their first points of the new season against Rayo away from home. This was always going to be a difficult game. Always going to be a difficult game. Last time Barcelona kept a clean sheet in the stadium, I believe, was 2014. Last season we won through. We started losing. We came back. This stadium is just so hard to go towards.
When it is finally opened.
And the old new camp as well. So
It's not the end of the world.
Good work from Espino. Still trying to carve out one more opportunity here. Chavarria got a long
But you've
way
had
to catch
some
up
very
to
solid showings
Garcia
from
across.
Eric Garcia and especially Joan Garcia. They have been so good.
Luring them on.
There's some positives from the game. There's some negatives as well. We haven't been able to take
but it just shows you when
the best
two
of
center
opportunities,
backs for
but it is
Barcelona
what it
have
is.
to have good matches. It tells you how much Rayo has been in this game, and how many problems they've caused the Barcelona back line.
Yeah, very good point. The two centre backs and then probably the goalkeeper was the man of the match.
Yes, correct.
He may have one more piece of work to do just yet because that free kick was awarded. So this literally will be the last kick of the game. It will be Florian Lejeune to take it, the big French centre-back. We've seen him score with free kicks.
Oh yeah, this is one of those old school where you smash the ball as hard as you can into the area and hope the rebounds come your way. Something Real Madrid used to do all the time with Roberto Carlos.
There it is.
Nope.
Well, he got the up and over, but not the down part. And with it, he'll probably go the last opportunity. Garcia. Referee letting them play on for now. Chavarria picking up possession for long.
Last chance of the game right here.
Is there one more attack?
Off. Lamine.
Yamal believes there is, and he's got there. But the cutback is too tight an angle. And with it goes the final whistle.
1-1.
What a 90 minutes this was. It was fast, it was ferocious, it was frenetic, and in the end, the scoreline, Casey, was fair.
It was very entertaining. A little bit of controversy with the VAR
All right.
for the opening goal with Lamine Yamal, but
Barcelona unable to get 3 out of 3 to start off the new league campaign. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world. This game is always super difficult to go. But man of the match, Joan Garcia. He was so good. We're gonna be talking about him in the match reaction, but he was just absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. The game overall, very fair. Rayo Vallecano, they threatened Barcelona. They had their chances. Barcelona did the same. Both teams unable to take advantage of some of the opportunities that landed, at their feet. But the season just started. The road is long, and we're going to be looking to bounce back next weekend. We drop points, but a draw ain't the worst. 100%, especially against the Rayo Vallecano team away from home. I was joking the thing about him having the most saves this season. I actually think he's gonna. Eric Garcia. So I want to see his stats. I actually want to see his stats. Lineup. 6 saves. 6 saves is ridiculous. But guys, I'll be back in a couple minutes with the match reaction. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy. I know Barcelona they didn't get the result that we all wanted to, but we move on, and we'll be looking to bounce back next weekend. All right, guys. I'll see you guys all for the match reaction. Peace out, guys.
Alegría, el estilo de lo que más quiero en la vida.